when I was in NGO, I was really involved in a lot of things. For example, teaching, training, fundraising, and I chose to leave and go into freelancing because I can have more time with my patient. So now, full time, all the time, I take care of my patient so that I have much more satisfaction, because then I can journey with them from the beginning till the end and also support the family after they passed away. Visit really depends on the patient's condition. Normally, I visit them about every week or 2 weeks once, but when they are very ill, I visit them more often. And what do I do there is depends on the stage where they are. If they are in pain, if they have symptoms, then I'll deal with the symptoms with medication, with various non-medical technique, counseling. But if they are talking about spiritual issue or emotional issue, then normally I spend a little bit more time, because listening here is very important. And from there, it depends, it's from 1 hour to 1.5 hours for each visit. The biggest things that we have to deal with is family's expectation. Alright, so when you go to see a patient, they probably have many children. Some of them will want to continue with the treatment, some of them say no, some of them want to try traditional medication. So when we go there, we do have to be in a blank page and to deal with each of them at a different page and try to bring them to a place where everyone have to agree on certain management. And I think that communication is extremely important on how do I do it, how do we actually do that communication. And it is very time consuming and it can be very nasty. I have family members who actually fight because they disagree with certain things that's ongoing. But how then do we resolve those conflicts? And how do we then try to see what patients want? A lot of people think that palliative care doctor is really about hand-holding, tender loving care, and I hold your hand till you die. But to be a palliative care doctor, you have to have multiple skills. One of the skills is be able to communicate. Second is to know your medicine well, to control pain and other symptoms. And of course, the ability to connect with your patient and see what they want, especially when they are having to face death, and how then can we ease the pain, how can we ease the emotional distress. So being a palliative care doctor is really taking care of the patient holistically. We take care of the physical care, the pain and the symptoms. We take care of the emotional care. It could be anxiety, depression. We take care of the spiritual care, where the question, why is it happening to me right now? And a lot of social issue that is involved, where the money will come to, who is going to support them, what is going to happen when they die. So as a palliative care doctor or medical personnel, this is what we have to deal with, is to deal with the patient holistically. I have childhood polio since I was 1 year old. A lot of people are quite amazed that I have reached where I am today. But I would say that I will never be here without the support of my parents and my family. And they have always been encouraging. My parents never treated me as a handicap. At home, I still have to do my chores. I still have to meet certain standards, And my siblings has always been my pillar of support. And they said, no matter what or who you are, just go ahead and catch your dreams.